So what would the better romantic epic be? Reds or Dr. Zhivago? Well, okay, both are romantic epics that deal with socialism, Bolsheviks, Russia, all that kind of stuff. But which one's better? My personal favorite is Reds. I'm not all knocking Dr. Zhivago, but, you know, personally, I'm gonna go with Reds. So Reds is a 1981 film, and it won the Oscar for Best Director, even though it should have won Best Picture also, because Chariots of Fire. I didn't care for Chariots of Fire, and Doctor Zhivago was a multi-Oscar nominated film also. Yeah, when Doctor Zhivago came out in 1965, it was one of those films that really set the benchmark for romantic epics. It's directed by David Lean, and it's essentially like a romantic Lawrence of Arabia. David Lean, who directed Lawrence of Arabia, is back in full form with Dr. Zhivago. And when we have all these things happening, it has, of course, has a really mighty fine look to it. And we grow to love and care about all these characters. And the performances by its two leads, Omar Sharif and Julie Christie, are all great. Of course, you have others like Tom Courtenay, who's also really mighty fine. But, Julie Christie and Omar Sharif, who are the centers of the film, awesome stuff also. And then there's Reds, which is more of an intimate sort of film. Like, its sweep isn't quite as huge as in Dr. Zhivago. Its look isn't as beautiful as Dr. Zhivago, but it still is. It still features such riveting intensity with the writing and the acting and just everything that this movie had. Maybe it didn't have a good general look to it. I mean, the general look was good, but it wasn't as strong as Dr. Zhivago. It's still a mighty intense sort of film. And, of course, both films, they teach you lots about life. And that's ultimately what I thought Reds triumphed over in terms of, against Dr. Zhivago, was both films, while they do teach about life in general, not just socialism, Reds just simply did a more powerful job of it. And it has such an incredible emotional depth, emotional, dramatic fire to it that I was just, every time I watch Reds, I've seen the movie Reds a couple times, I'm just so knocked out by it, really everything that this movie had. But in terms of Dr. Zhivago, I'm just enough to say that I'm wowed by it. Like in terms of how many stars out of 4, I would just give Dr. Zhivago 4 stars, just enough to give it 4 stars. But with the Reds, off the charts sort of film. So even though Dr. Zhivago has the better performances by the two leads and a better look to it, I gotta go with Reds due to its writing and its utter emotional power, its its depth, its urgency, just everything else that it had kind of makes up for Dr. Zhivago's better performances and its better look. Everything else that Reds has really makes up for it. So yeah, if you happen to like Dr. Zhivago more than Reds, I totally get it. It's totally fine. But this comparative piece, it's why I think that that Reds is the bit of the better romantic epic. But there's no right or wrong answer. It's just me saying it. So yeah, hope you like this video. Have a good day.